first time I noticed that something was going on, like of course you heard the news about Corona in China, but you were like, oh, I don't hear anything here, so we are completely fine, and everybody was just doing their thing here.
A lot of people left Bali in panic, so a lot of people that were fostering dogs, they needed to go, so in 2 days I had 14 dogs back.
Does this current situation affecting your business there in the gym?
Oh, well, revenue is definitely down for sure. It's not as what it used to be.
How do you plan to sort of survive without maybe without cutting any staff, or we have to reshuffle staff or anything?
Yeah, a lot of it is really just financial planning. I have reshuffled my staff. I didn't cut anyone from my team, but we had to move around, and some of them don't work as many hours as they used to. I think that's the best way to do it for now.
I just spoke to a really good friend of mine, and he said that the biggest difficulty, it won't be food or anything like that. He's just like, the biggest thing is everyone has loans in terms of with like all of their tourist sort of things. So for example, if you have a car to take tourists, you've probably borrowed that off of the money from the government, and so you have a loan from it, and so the biggest issue for everyone are their loans.
I only put in pots. Let's go, guys! To be honest, it's terrible for business. It's only 10%. This is don't cover all my bills in here. Understand? My boss don't cut salary right now, don't cut staff right now, because I understand this is difficult time for everyone in here.
But what can I do now? What is something I can do today? And because what a lot of people tend to do is we want to have a quick fix, right? And that way some people might drink or any other thing that makes them feel better now, like good long term. Obviously drinking is not good, but also consuming Netflix every single day, or YouTube for hours and hours, then we are just wasting the time and we are not making use of, I don't have to work. I can work on my interests, read, educate myself, maybe think about options to make money remotely, online. I think that's a really big opportunity for people to really consider that.
Actually, now I have more time to do content. Like,
that's nice.
I can think about more to do, what to share. Like the other day I did like a warming up session that I can share with other people about singing and blah blah blah. So yeah, this is really different, but it has forced me to think out of the box.
Everyone around would agree there's a difference between feeling a spark and demolishing everything. Oh, there's a war.
For us, we are entrepreneurs, so for us it's important to not go bankrupt and just find a way to keep our online presence and show the people we are still working on things, so people think, oh, I get a lot of compliments. People are saying to me that I'm staying positive and I'm how I do it.
You can take shelter in my arms. Just let go of your heart. We can survive. We can survive. the fallout.
Don't look for ways to earn money online before you have found something that you're passionate about. I think this is a big mistake that a lot of people make. They hear from someone that's, I don't know, making YouTube videos can make you rich, or affiliate marketing can make money, and all of those ways work. But if we don't have a topic that we are really interested in, then it's very easy to give up.
Be creative is probably what people are scared of, because people think about being creative means you have to do something outside the box, crazy, out of the world. It's too big. But however, my 2 cents of injecting creativity in our works, it comes two ways. The first one is the creativity happens from the routine or the practice you've been doing, and the key to that is you just have to have the mentality to keep adding 10 or 20% every time you're doing it. For example, normally when you cook nasi goreng, you know the way, right? And the creative part is to add something just a little bit. Use your imagination to make you as a customer happy. And that is creative.
Who brought the fruits though?
We bought them. Yeah, so it's like, a special effect, and it makes the picture look more nice.
That's very creative, I like it.
Yeah, he's very
We can survive, we can survive. The fall.
I think this one's nice. Yeah.
And different. I don't use plastic because I use page plastic. Okay. And I use banana leaf. This is my idea.
Material that we're gonna cook today. So this is the material. So before we cook it,
As mentioned earlier, there are 2 ways of putting creativity in business. The second one is by understanding the company objective and mission, and the strength too, and ready to make the investment in other part of the business to support the current business. That is why normal people say innovation, and I like to say redefining. The key for this creative task is to go back to basic. You must consider what's the real essence of what the business currently doing, or just the one is creative because of the certain industry made it that way. You need to know the difference.
so chef, it's like you explain to me how to cook. If I don't understand question, I'm gonna ask question. Good? Okay? Done, and then start to cook. Okay? 2 times, right? Now you talk and then explain and then we do the same thing. Okay? 1, 2, 3, action. Hello guys!
For example, my team and I are working in the project called Stay Home Dining. The idea is to help cafe and restaurant to compete with warung, whom people only pay for the food, not for the experience. On the other hand, cafe and restaurants aim to give a memorable dining experience. That's why they invest on the interior, the open kitchen, and the skill for plating. And because the memorable goes all human senses for them to experience more than just a food, which is only one of the senses.
Yeah, normally people cry. First of all, have no good knife. Second of all, don't know about the fibers. And right now, you cut them like this. Same size. This is so important for preparation, for all preparation you make in your life. And again, guys, again, don't cry, look. Don't cry.
This Stay Home Dining is an experimental creative project by understanding the real essence why cafes and restaurants couldn't compete in takeaway with warung. Because people must have reasons. The food is better than they're eating from warung. And that's just example of innovation and creativity that can happen in business. Just go to basic and ready to redefine the business. If creative project something like this works, you can expand your business when things back to normal.
Guys, now it's done. Everyone can cook. You can be a chef. You can cook so beautiful food in your house.
Creativity takes time to practice. Don't be afraid to tell your stories and try new ideas. And now you have the time.
Don't get ready, be ready, right? And what that means is like, you have to be ready for the opportunities, you know? So you prepare yourself in the moment now so that when the opportunity presents itself to you, you're ready for it.
Recharge. Knowing where the problem is and how to use the time wisely now. These are the themes of the 3 episodes of The Long Nyepi, where people in I Choose Bali wish to inspire all of us. It's time to take action and win this war.